take a plane to another plane, to another plane, to another plane, bumping Baka not nice while I'm trapping in the rain.
I was asking you too. You're recording right off the bat.
Yeah, no, I was recording right off the bat initially, but then it's the syncing up the audio gets to be more of a pain in the ass. So now I hit record once both people are fully present,
Right.
You know, just to make things easier. But damn, just so you all know, my man blew out an epic toke right off the bat. And he's in his motherfucking Vancouver Grizzlies hat, which is
Right?
quintessential PK. So without further ado, I will introduce everybody to my good friend PK.
What
How
up?
you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. I can't complain, all things considered. You know?
Yeah, right. You're you in lockdown right now or what?
No, I'm still going to work. I work in the essential marijuana industry.
Excellent.
Officially, so I'm still going to work. So
Service.
not much has changed. Yeah, so yeah. You know what? I appreciate that. I don't know what I'd do without weed right now. So it is what it is. So yeah, it's been chill. You know, things have been pretty much normal. I'm not the most like I don't go out and do a whole lot lately anyway. You know, I've mostly just been keeping to myself. So not a whole lot has changed. I would love to fucking go to a restaurant or go to the movies or fucking go to the bar once or twice. It'd be all right, you know?
Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to miss it a little bit, especially now that the weather's getting nicer out here. You're in Edmonton now?
I am, yeah.
How long have you been in Edmonton?
Like 1.5 years ago.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
That's
I came
wild.
up to shows and work with D, so
that would have been shortly after I last saw you in Vancouver.
Yeah, when was that?
That was about 2 years ago.
Was it like the summer of 2018, I think?
It was about this time, 2018. It was pretty much 2 years on the dot, early May.
Right.
Yeah. It's about 2 years ago exactly since we last saw you.
I left in October that year.
Damn, just a few months later.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. What brought you to Edmonton?
Papa D's out here, record time.
Okay.
So I wasn't doing much in Vancouver. I was like, fuck, let's do some shows. Let's record some music.
That's dope. I remember record time from back in the day.
Right? Yeah, Daryl.
Yeah, it's funny, man. That's hilarious. I often like these names will come up or like people will go by a different name. I'll be like, oh, okay, that's record time.
Yeah.
Like fucking when I had Freelance Flint, I still want to call him Dysfunctional. When I had Dysfunctional on here, he was fucking talking about his boy who was like his boy Evan. And I've been following this music he's been doing with his boy Evan. He's like, oh yeah, I used to be Astor Beats. And I was like, what the fuck? Like I remember you guys talking about Astor Beats.
I know that guy.
Yeah, exactly, right? So same thing. I was like, oh, record time, man. I remember that.
I go by Funker S. Thompson now too.
You're Funker S. Thompson?
That's kind of like the Muthafunkers name for me, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that you had that. I knew of that moniker, but I didn't know that was like your official moniker for the Muthafunkers.
Yeah, it's record time and Funker S. Thompson for sure.
Oh shit! Okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. So you want me to put you up here as Funker S. Thompson?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could just say PK too, because Daryl's not here. So
yeah, that's true.
Works out.
Yeah, whatever works. So you guys are doing shows where you moved out there to do shows. Obviously, you probably can't be doing shows right now. I imagine.
No, definitely no shows happening right now, except for me in my living room. To my cats, but yeah, we were getting on like 1 or 2 shows every month there. It was going really well.
Damn, what fucking shitty timing, eh?
I know, and we did two festivals last year. Yeah, we did 2 festivals last year, and it kind of just sucks that that's not going to happen at all this year because that's like the main thing.
Yeah, summer's coming, right? Yeah,
there's a lot of small ones around Edmonton, small festivals, so we were hitting out.
And that's none of that is looking good at this point, eh?
No, absolutely not.
So it's like zero. It's not.
No,
it's
there's
just
like socially distanced fest though, or something. We haven't gotten on it, but Daryl and I want to set up. You just do like a home recording, do it live, and let's get on this Facebook page or something. It's pretty dope.
Fucking yeah. Well, I mean, you got. That's the thing is this is kind of forcing people to get creative.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
and get shit done. You
Seen a
know.
lot of sick live streams, some DJs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Festival at like 3 p.m. a week ago in here.
Really?
The speakers, yeah. It
Oh,
was
that's
good.
pretty fucking cool.
Pretty much like Shambhala stage. Take a little tokey toke.
Yeah, go for it, man. God damn, man. It's been a minute.
It has 2 years to be exact, I guess.
2 years. Yeah, almost exactly. Yeah, could be exactly. That was a foggy night, man.
For sure.
That was a real foggy night. And then I saw you a couple months prior. Well, I'll say a few months prior to that, just briefly when I was just passing through Vancouver.
Yeah.
On my way to Victoria, I was going to visit Victoria for the first time, and I was in Vancouver for I think one night. And I don't remember the fucking name of the area, but I hit you up and I'm like, "Yo, any chance you're in such and such area?" And you're like, "Yeah, dude, I'm like 5 minutes away." I was like, "Oh, fuck, all right."
Was that North Van that you were?
It might have been.
Did Jeremy?
No, it was Lynn Valley.
Yeah, that's like my hometown.
Yeah, you see, I don't fucking know, right? I'm like, "Oh, any chance you're anywhere near Lynn Valley?" You're like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fucking right there." Yeah. No, it's funny, man. Pretty much every time I'm in Van, I end up seeing you. And then, you've always got good stories, bro. Which is one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on this podcast, because I still like, I will think, and I know that you know, I don't want to put any pressure on you, dog, but like, bro, like sometimes I will think of stories that you told me, and I'll try to like tell them to somebody else, but because it didn't happen to me, it doesn't quite have that same.
Said, I think, but I don't know if that's really what happened.
Yeah, so
I remember one story. It's the fucking car story.
Yeah,
that's the only one I remember telling you of significance.
Okay, so there's two that the car one was a great one.
Yeah.
So you could that one's
right before you like visited me in Lynn Valley too. I probably had
exactly
that day. I'm like, yo, check out what happened.
Exactly. So that one's a quick funny one. You could probably tell that one. But then there's two that I always remember that you told me that I'll have to remind you about after you tell the car one. So the car one was just kind of a quick, real comedic moment out of like a sitcom or some shit, right?
Yeah, wait, what are the other two? You want me to tell the car one first?
Yeah, just tell the car one and then we'll get into, because the other two were a little bit longer.
I was getting my car oil changed, and the mechanic must have talked to another mechanic. He's looking at my hood. He's like, man, I don't even know what it was. The carburetor, let's say, if that's a thing. Because I don't know much about cars. But he's just like, yo, like this thing's like really busted. It's about to go. You need to get this fixed. And I was like, they're always trying to upsell you. I'm like, listen, man, like just leave it for now. I just want an oil change. And like this other mechanic walks by the front. He looks at the fucking hood. He's like, damn, that's the rustiest fucking carburetor. That shit's garbage. And the guy's like, I told you, man.
He just had that organic reaction.
Yeah. It was like scripted because it's right in front. He just turns to me and looks. Puts all pop. He's like, damn. Damn it, man.
That carburetor's fucked.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, they got the sale out of you, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, the next time I went by, I'm like, well, I don't think I really need it, but I looked at it and it was fucked.
It was damn. That's the rustiest.
Not lying.
Fuck, bro. Yeah, that one was hilarious. And then so the first one is this one's crazy trippy, which is why it's perfect for the Trips Ball show. Is the series of dreams that you had when you were on a train
in Thailand. Word. Yeah. That's a great story,
bro. That is a fantastic story, and that's one that I try to reiterate to people when the topic of like dream, because that's the craziest dream story I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, it was. I think Inception had already come out. When did I travel fucking Thailand? I was there for 4 months. I want to say 2015 to 2016, over that winter break. Right. So I don't know if anyone's ever traveled Thailand. You know, overnight trains. It's like you're sitting across from a person, and then that turns into a bed, and there's an overhead compartment bed too. It's kind of like a little coffin with a fucking sheet that you pull and a light.
Right.
So I was on the overnight train and fucking, I got the top bunk, which is kind of shitty because it's just like, if you're claustrophobic, you're not going to sit in these fucking.
Yeah, I would
But
fucking
it's
hate
a
it.
little curtain. Not in mine. I was fine. So I pull the curtain, go to bed, and then I wake up in bed. It's like, oh shit. So I pull the curtain, and there's like a fucking Wild Wild West shootout going down in the train. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I know I'm dreaming. This is dope. I'm like, fuck. So I like kind of step down from the bed, start getting in it. Boom, I wake up again in bed on the train rolling. I'm like, that was a quick dream. And I pull the fucking curtain and it's another situation. This time it's like a full orgy or something. And I'm like, holy shit. And then I wake up again. And this series happened like 7 to 10 times or something. I'm like, I think I'm dead. I think I've gone into just a loop dream and I'm never going to wake up, or I'm never going to really wake up. I was fucking with my head and then boom, I wake up. Just silent train like this. And I'm terrified to pull the curtain. And fucking pull it. It's just a night, like nothing going on in the train because it's 4 a.m. People are sleeping.
Jesus.
I was like, okay, I don't know if this is one of them. Then I sat down and fell back asleep and didn't get back into it. I think it's also because people say the beer in Thailand gives you fucked up dreams.
Really?
Chang beer, I've heard that. I'm like, okay. And also malaria pills give you fucked up dreams. And you have to be taking those the whole time.
Wow. And then are you also not smoking weed, I imagine?
Yeah, at that point, I actually found some, like, halfway through my trip, I got hookups on some weed.
Okay.
I
But
was
not
actually,
smoking weed can also fuck with your dreams too.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
And then
And
being
traveling.
in a different bed.
Yeah, fucking hardly even a bed. It's a overhead compartment too.
But
I just
that's
remember the
fucking crazy.
feeling of pulling the curtain, right? 'Cause it's just like, what's going to be next? And then waking up, what's going to be next? It's fucked up.
Jesus Christ, man. It's unbelievable how that shit can happen. Like, I mean, no, I guess Thai beer and malaria pills is the
Yeah, like
fucking combo. I was gonna
combination.
say sober, like that's a straight up more psychedelic trip than you could ever have off of
Yeah.
fucking
I was
anything.
drinking a lot on that trip too, and I found weed eventually, but it was pretty bad.
Damn, man.
It was pretty grass, but it was fine. It was good. But
You
yeah,
got
that,
any other crazy Thailand stories while we're on Thailand before we move on to the other story I had in mind?
Yeah, I got. So for the full moon party, I can't remember. It happens every month. I was there with a couple New Zealand girls, like 7 Irish dudes, and a couple Australian girls, I want to say, and a British girl. And that's just like the clique that you go to the full moon party with, people from your hostel, whatever.
Right.
And we've heard about this this beach across from the main beach where you just get any drug you want. And we're just like, okay, we want to go there. We got to take a boat there. We take like a little dragon boat, a motorized dragon boat. We get there, climb up a fucking hut with like stairs like this to the top, and they give us LSD sugar cubes.
Wow.
And we're like, yep, this is it. We're all doing this, like 10 of us. We all did it. It's like midnight. I think we dropped at midnight, which is a great idea, kids. For the full moon party, yeah.
Dude, you took
out there the whole day.
that's so fun. Like everything about that, even leading up to you taking the
Yeah,
LSD
this is
sugar
just the
cubes, is
setup,
fucking
dude.
epic. Yeah,
This
like
story
you're
gets-
fucking
This
taking a
story gets
boat.
so good, actually. I forgot about the ending.
Okay,
Okay.
this is already great. You've already taken a boat.
So like
across.
10 of us of all, the crew, I think it's a British girl, like 7 Irish dudes, 2 New Zealand girls, and 2 Australian girls, I think.
So when you say that you get to the top, like what is it, like some sort
It's
of
like
a tower that you walk up?
They're like big huts. They're all hostels, but like they're the beach hut, like common area of each one. This one was kind of secret in the mountain. Like Mushroom Mountain's a thing there. It's on the end of the main beach strip.
Have you
It's
been to
just like-
Mushroom Mountain once or
Yeah.
twice? But
Yeah.
who's counting?
Yeah, exactly. That's a real place in Thailand.
That's unbelievable.
It's just like certain hostels built on a mountain, and you can get shroom shakes at each one.
Oh my God. And then
Yeah.
you're looking for drugs or whatever, and they're like, hey, if you go across on this dragon boat
Oh yeah, this is
to
like
the
I
other
think this is
side
called Indian.
and find
I think-
this hut.
Yeah, they give you everything. Like they got it all.
Dude, like that's just unbelievable.
Okay,
Like,
so we one of the Irish guys got left on the main beach. Excuse me, and didn't take the boat with us. That's just for another time. Just remember that. So we all drop acid. and we're fucking hanging out. And I'm with one of the New Zealand girls, and the Irish guys are over here tripping. Everyone's having a great time on the beach. I think we were the only people on the beach, too. It's a little secluded bay. And the way that the boats beach themselves, like they beach themselves when they come to drop people off. So there's a few boats coming and going because people are like leaving hostels and people are coming from the mainland. We're in this little area here, just secluded. And I'm sitting looking at the water, and there's the British girl. She's like 95 pounds, this little UK chick in the water. Maybe like she's sitting in it, but she's not even waist deep, like just in the shores of the water. That's what you would call it. And she's looking at us, and the boats come like, they beach themselves, right? So I see the light coming from behind her, and we're all peeking at this moment. It's like 2 hours in.
Oh my God.
What was her name? We'll call her Jessica if that wasn't her name, but I was like, Jessica, like, Jess, like, look at me, like, you gotta get out of the water. There's a boat coming, and it's behind you. So it would just like have run her right over from the back. Like, it wouldn't be able to see her, I don't think, in the water.
Right.
She's like, la, la, la. And we're like, fuck. Like, okay, so me and this guy run down to the water, and like pick her up, and like pull her back, and the boat lands about 10 seconds later right next to where she would have been.
Oh my God.
Himself, we're like, fuck, hey, you're not allowed in the water anymore.
Jesus.
And she's like, okay. But that was like, she could have stayed there and would have been fine, but we weren't risking that shit. And then we start getting more high, and she runs into the water again. And I'm bugging. I'm like,
what is with this girl?
Is that Jess? And she's like, runs into the water and then just goes under, gets hit by a wave and goes under. They're not big waves, but she's tiny. We're all tripping.
Yeah, and it's dark, right?
And yeah. It's like 2 a.m. or something. So I'm like looking, and I'm bugging out, and I'm at the top of the sand, and she's like just went under. I'm like, oh no, she's not getting up.
Oh my God.
I just force myself up like this and like run. Probably the weirdest acid run you could ever. I remember with like arms behind, like no, and just like dive in the water and pick her up. And right as I pick her up, she's kind of like like spitting out water and shit. Like,
Jesus Christ, man!
I think I know that I saved her life once that night, if not twice that night, in like 2 hours.
And where was she from again?
She was from England somewhere. I'm not sure.
Do you imagine the stories? Like, oh my God.
Yeah. So and so then we banished her from the water for sure, and she listened that time because that was more serious than the boat for sure.
Jesus fucking Christ, man! Saving a life on acid, though.
Yeah. It felt really good.
That's fucking intense, bro. So was the rest of the night like chill after that, or what?
I know. There's more. Do you want me to keep
my
going
God. Yeah, I guess my one question I want to ask first before I forget is this whole series of islands with shroom shakes and huts with acid and fucking is this all like for tourists, or do the people actually live, like, do the locals live like this as well?
Yeah, like some of the locals do. The locals that are hanging out with all the tourists and shit, like, so
like young fucking people.
And this is, you gotta realize that this, I can't remember what it's called. Copenhagen. I think it's Copenhagen. That's the island that has the full moon party on it. And there's like one beach. So that, like the south of Thailand, that beach is all tourists. I don't think there's much like shit to do without tourism there. And then there's there's probably more backpackers there.
Gotcha.
On like the strips at least.
Okay, that makes sense. And then I'm just curious if like the psychedelics are just everywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
shroom shakes are everywhere for sure.
Like that's pretty wild to me that because like I don't know why we think of these, you know, these Far East countries as like oppressed or like they're not allowed to like open their minds to certain things or whatever, but it's like they're all drinking mushroom shakes.
Yeah. It's I don't know if I can speak on it too much, but Thailand's a pretty corrupt place in those areas at least. Right. So, but everyone's hustling, and they just have hellish room shakes everywhere.
But weed is like a big no-no, isn't it?
Some of them don't work, and some of them fuck you right up. So sometimes you take one, you gotta wait. You're like, nothing. Like I just paid 200 baht for nothing, and then you go in again, take a second one somewhere else. that one gets you high, and then you realize the first one actually got you high too, and then you're just fucked. It's fun
Shroom
to play in the
shakes.
beach and shit, and like no one cares. You just roll around in sand, basically.
That's fucking awesome. Are they like chocolate flavored, or like what are they?
No, like fruits.
Oh, really?
Like
Okay.
smoothie, basically.
Okay. Because
Some
I
of
fucking hate the taste of mushrooms. Like
oh
they'd
yeah,
have
no.
to really.
That's one of the things I miss about Thailand too. Is like you can just leave your hostel, and there's gonna be a shake place somewhere, like a smoothie place. It's all
Right.
free, like fresh fruit, and they're just like, "What do you want?" And like fucking mangoes, papayas, and that shit.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
and they just give it to you. It's awesome. So they just do that with mushrooms too.
No, that's fucking dope. Anyway, okay, so detour back to the
Oh,
rest of the night.
so then there's like 4 bars on the beach, and this is just like beach, and then a row of buildings, like different bars or hostels.
Right.
That's it. That's on that island. So we're kind of bar hopping, and there's other people there, but not many, because now it's like 5 in the morning or something,
Okay.
and we just start buying pina colada. I don't know why. One of the Irish guys is just like comes walking down. He's like, "I got a pina colada." Like, I'm sipping a pina colada. It's the first time I've ever had one. I'm like, what? The first time I've ever had pina coladas are delicious. I love them, first of all.
they are good.
And
Yeah.
then so we just we all get pina coladas. Like
It's the first time I've ever had one.
yeah. So the Irish guys are all they were so much fun, man. Like everyone was fun, but these guys like get 7 Irish dudes partying in a full moon party in Thailand.
I can only imagine.
And so we buy 2 of the bars out of their pina colada like shit they can make pina coladas with, because we buy so many of them, and we're stealing each other's, and we're like buying them for people, and we're fucking just doing ridiculous shit. And then note that guy that got left behind, the
Right.
one guy. We look out like onto the beach from the bar where we're all sipping pina coladas, and this one of the boats coming in on a straight shot, and we just see Buddy like Captain Morgan on the very front of the boat. And have you ever seen like the neon getup of like fuck boys at the full moon party? They have like neon fucking shirts and headbands and shit.
Yeah, like a festival.
We weren't really like that. Some of the Irish guys kind of were, but this guy's just decked out like this, like air pumping on the front of the boat. And he's coming, and like from the beach, you can see that he's chewing his face off, because you can get some speedy MDMA out there, and that's what he found, I guess, on his journey for 4 years. And he's just pumping and chewing. Like the boat slides up onto the sand, like, and he just jumps off perfectly, right? And he's just like,
Oh man,
we're like,
just feeling it.
Yeah, like, you fucking lunatic. And like we start doing like bumps of whatever he had like in the lobby, and the people that worked there hated us. But we started making our own pina coladas, because they were just like, just do it. Like, we don't care. Like, just put money down and you can just make your own drinks. So it's like
Wow.
making our own drinks. And we try to find the pina colada song, because we can play music too, like through speakers off the phone, but none of us have service there. So it's the speedy dude that fucking speeded out. He's like, I'm going to go run down the beach. I'm going to find Wi-Fi, and I'm going to download the song, and I'll be right back.
Oh my
Like,
god.
okay, man,
That
thanks.
is such a fucking drugged out idea.
Well, he runs. He's gone for like 30 minutes. I don't know what it was, because I was all bugging out.
Of course.
Saving lives and shit.
Yeah.
He runs
Yeah, you had
back.
to celebrate afterwards, man.
Yeah, and he runs back, and he plugs in his phone, and fucking dun, dun, dun,
So he did it.
Yeah, he found it. He ran down Wi-Fi and bought it or downloaded it. So we played it like 46 times, and the people that worked there just hated us.
Oh my god, man.
and it was great. And then I think I'm still not sure about this part of the story, but we stayed there for 12 hours. So we're all exhausted now. It's noon the next day, the day after. None of us slept, obviously. And we get a boat, like the taxi boat, same taxi boat, to take us back to the mainland so we can get to our hostel from there. And I think they were the same people that came with us. Like, this is what they were saying. Like they pulled up with us, and they just wait for you, and then they leave with you.
Right.
So we're just in the bar watching us be fucking hooligans.
Wow.
Just sitting there like sipping beers and like coffees and waters and shit.
Oh my god.
So I think that's what happened. It could have been a different group, but I do remember like at some point we were high on acid, so it was like, look at those guys, like are those
Yeah.
our like, I'm like, I don't know, man. Fucking seeing colors and shit. Smelling colors, sorry. I'm smelling colors over here. But so anyways, we get like halfway back to the mainland and they're like money, like this is how much we need. And none of us have money because we all bought pina coladas all fucking night. So we're all out of money. And we start realizing like all of us are on the same boat and they like stop in the middle of the ocean. They're like, money, like now.
Wow.
I don't mean to be racist, but that's what they sound like.
Yeah, you have to do it accurately.
He's like, I stopped, and he's like getting really aggressive, and we're like, and we're still kind of buzzing. We're like, we're 11 or 12.
Oh
so
my
like,
god.
we don't know what to do. We're exhausted. We're dehydrated. Stopped in the middle of the ocean on this boat with these two
Dude.
guys, getting pissed. And I'm looking like there's a shore close enough that we could swim to, but who the fuck knows where it is? And I think it's part of the same island, but it's just like this is a bay like up here, so we would have to walk so long. I don't know. Phones don't work out there. I mean, one of the Irish guys just like pulls out like mad bills. He waited like 5 minutes of this torture, and then he's like, "Okay, lad, here you go."
Wow.
And we're like, so they drive us back, and we barely have enough money to get back to our fucking hostel, but we made it.
Holy.
And then the fun fact is, we all took it was, I don't know if it was Valium, but there's some shit that like that you take out there. One of those downers to go to sleep, basically. And like there's drugs off the like over the counter at pharmacies. If you can get the right pharmacies, you get anything.
Right.
I think it was Valium, something like that. And everyone takes them. Irish dudes go out, like the fucking other people go out. There's like me and two girls and one other guy left, sitting outside on like lawn chairs, drinking pina coladas because we got some from the bar at our hostel. We're
still
and
not
we're like
over
loving it, right? We're loving it. We're like, this is so nice. And then all of a sudden, boom, thunderstorm happens, which they just like come over you and just piss rain, and then they keep going. And we're all like sitting there, and like one of the girls gets up, the girl that I saved actually, she's like, guys, getting caught in the rain.
Oh my god.
No, and we just lose it. We lose it. And we go to,
that
we
was
actually
the drop right there.
Shakes. We went and did mushroom shakes then because we're like, we got to keep this day going. And then we all did mushroom shakes, kind of felt something, and then fucking went to bed like so hard, all of us. Just,
the ball had to drop at some point.
like we did the shakes, and they weren't really great shakes, and like 2 hours goes by, and we're just like, no. Boom.
Getting caught in the rain, man.
And it was just like one of those moments. She's just like gets up like this, right? Just like this, holding her pina colada. like as it pisses when it comes to, it's just like crack, boom, like rain. She's like, getting caught in the rain. It was a very magical moment.
That's huge. That is magic. Yeah. What a goddamn ridiculous
So I love that
adventure.
song. I fucking love that song. I know it's a cheesy ass song, but it's in my heart forever.
Well, I got a new appreciation for it now.
Yeah, word.
That's fucking intense, bro.
Equalizing and caught in the rain. Like I like those two things.
That's quite the goddamn adventure, man. How long were you in Thailand for total?
108 days.
Whoa, that was longer than I was expecting to hear.
Which is like 3.5 months, I think, almost 4 months.
Yeah. That's
I went by myself. It was a
bro.
good time, man.
And just all hostels and shit.
Oh yeah, like grubby hostels. Great places.
I guess the conversion rate is pretty good, eh?
My cat's tripping out. What was all that about, pal? All right. Yeah, no, conversion rate was great, but I drank a lot when I was I was like 104 days of me just drinking. And then among other things, mushroom shakes and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't trade that shit for the world though. It was good.
No kidding, man. That's some shit. That sounds like a whole other planet over there, man.
Oh, it is. I would love to go back, like, now that I know what's going on. Can you see this cat?
I see the tail. Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Who's
I'm like,
that?
what the fuck you guys doing, huh? This is Poodle,
Poodle.
young Poods. Yeah.
Beautiful green
Oh,
eyes.
he's really staring. He actually
Yeah.
has a thing for the mouse on the screen, so he goes buck. We just hook up with H.O.M.E on our TV, and like you'll be looking for something on Netflix with the mouse, and he'll just jump up at the TV and like stand right in front of it. Fucking dickhead. But I keep strapped with my Nerf gun.
You just pop them, eh?
Oh, I pop him. I pop him a lot. And we have another cat. Her name's
That
Sarah.
is hilarious.
She's a queen. She's like 9 or 10, and I don't know what she is. But we love her, and he fucks around with her, and I just fucking.
That's so funny. I never thought of popping a cat with a Nerf gun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's kind of perfect.
It is. Like, it doesn't hurt him. I never hit him in the face.
No, of course it wouldn't hurt
Most of the
him.
time I hit off the ground and it bounces into him. Like, it's
Yeah.
a shot.
I would think they would almost even kind of like it. Not
Oh,
even...
yeah. And the thing is, like, all I got to do is pick it up and, like load it. Wherever he is in the room, he, like, looks at me. And he just, like, sits down and looks at me like, bring it. You got balls, man. Either you're an idiot or you're brave. I don't know.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh man. So the other story that I have in mind, and I was trying to think of it specifically. People were telling I forget where I was, and people were telling stories about basically like blackout stories and waking up places where you don't know where the fuck you are, what happened. Yeah. And you right away know exactly what I'm talking about, right? And like, I never really black out. So like you told me this blackout story, and it's like the best blackout story.
Wait, which one? Because you're gonna need to be more specific.
That's pretty funny. First of all, there might be more. There might be more than one that you told me.
Listen,
I don't want to say too many details because I don't want to give away. Because pretty much every plot point is funny, but I believe. You were somewhere in another city. You ended up waking up in an unfamiliar.
Yes. Yeah, I got you.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. From the top.
Yeah, just hit it from the top, man. And if it's not the one that I'm thinking of, I'll correct you.
No, I know what it is.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I have them like ranked. I have like 3 or 4 or 5 top blackout moments.
That's fucking great. You might have to get into another one then. What's this? What number is this one? Because this is a doozy.
To be honest, I think this one has to be number 1.
It's good. It's good.
But it's tied with another one that happened more recently, actually.
Okay, great. Yeah, I know this one because every single part of it is hilarious and pretty wild as well. Like it's just like how
this could be a movie.
Yeah, it's like the beginning of a movie, and then you have to figure out what happened. You know,
choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
I would love to know what happened, but I don't. That's the whole point. So. My summer job was outdoor movies. I don't know if you have it or if you've ever seen any in Vancouver, like outdoor inflatable movie screens.
Okay, that's cool.
So like movies in the park, and it's like a small crew, and you take like me and one other guy would go out and do tours and like to Kelowna or up north or whatever, just within BC. And we were on it. Fuck, how long of a day It was like a 22-day tour, I think, which is ridiculous. Like a new city every night, packing up like a 40-foot inflatable screen, fill up generators and speakers, and then pack up, go to the hotel, sleep, check out, hit a new city, check into a hotel, shit like that. And the thing is, like, it was a different city every night, and you had to go every night. So we were checking out of hotels. Like, it was an exhausting 21 or 22
Oh, that's
days.
Crazy. That's a lot of travel.
Yeah, they used to overwork us like a motherfucker, but we got paid very well doing it. So like I knew what I signed up for. This is like my 4th year or 3rd year or something at this point.
Right.
So so we go to Kelowna, and there's West Kelowna and Kelowna, like a 10-minute drive away from each other, like 15 minutes maybe. So we're in the same hotel for 2 nights. And I think we did the West Kelowna show, and then we go back and we're like, listen, we don't have to check out tomorrow. We can sleep until 1 if we want to. We don't got to show up till like 3 p.m. to the field that we're doing shit at. I'm like, I know of a strip club here. I think it's the only one I know of. What was it called? I think it's called Liquid Zoo.
Liquid Zoo.
Liquid Zoo, yeah. Something Zoo. I'm pretty sure it's called Liquid Zoo. But it's like, it's actually a pretty wild place. It kind of looks like just one boxing ring in the middle with one pole, and then like just a big ring, and there's like 3 bars everywhere. And it's just one girl comes out at a time, and then they got a back room too. But we were. It's doubles night, so doubles are on special. Like doubles are single price. And me and Buddy go there, and he's like a 6'3" Filipino bodybuilding motherfucker. But he seems like he's really quiet, and he's a girlfriend that he calls like in because we sleep in the same room, in the same hotel room, right?
Yeah.
And he's on his phone like this. So like I take him out because they're like, fuck it, dude, we gotta let loose. Let's go have some drinks and see what happens. So we're drinking. I remember we're drinking with like a group of 19-year-olds or something. There's like one of their birthdays, and everyone's out for her first time or whatever. And so the last thing I remember is seeing, what the fuck was his name? Lawrence being like held by the hand by a stripper, taken to like the private room, and I knew he was wasted way like before I was, because I have a thing where I use it like me being drunk and then blackout is like the mantle of the earth, you know. You get through the crust and you get drunk and you get buzzed. Then I'm like 7 drinks, I'm the same buzzed, and then the last drink is just like boom, like changes.
Right.
And then I'm like, I'm either putting myself to bed or I'm doing ridiculous shit. So the last thing I remember is him going. It's like a perfect fade out scene in the movie. Like I'm like, yo, Laura, it's like, go get it, and then shut out like black. Let me take a suspenseful set.
Yeah. Lawrence, go get it. The guy with the girlfriend.
Go get it. And you're like, don't tell your girlfriend. I probably said something like that. Whatever. So I wake up. Mind you, we're staying in hotels all the time. Hotels or motels, but we're in the Days Inn, I think. And it's a good 10-minute drive from the Days Inn to the strip club, all in Kelowna. Yeah. It's down one big strip, and then you just turn right, and it's like you're at the strip club. But it's about a 10-minute drive. So boom, I wake up. I wake up on a couch. And I'm fucking like a really, really drunk still, like still in blackout state. But I come to, and I'm looking around, and I'm like sleeping. There's a blanket on me and shit. And I'm like, this is nice. Like this is like you slept at like your homie's house, but he like lives with his mom, and it's like you know the place, you know, and looking around, seeing the pictures on the wall and shit. I'm like, this is really nice. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like it comes to me, I'm like, who the fuck are those people? And then I realize I remember where I am and what I'm here for.
Oh my God.
Like, where the fuck am I? So I get up on the couch and I sit up, and I'm like, I'm in a basement. Like first floor, it's not basement suite, like first floor of a house. And I sit up, and a puppy comes and runs up to me. Like a gorgeous puppy, yo. And just like I just start playing with it, and I'm like, and all that shit melts away again. I'm like, this is so nice, and like play with the puppy. I'm like, hey, buddy. And I don't know what it was. It was small, and it was fucking adorable. And then I look around, and I got like, oh right, fuck, I gotta go. I look at my phone. It's 6 a.m. We didn't get to Liquid Zoo until 2. And I think they close at 3, so or something like that. So there's 6. It's 6 a.m. So there's like 3 unaccounted for hours.
Somehow in 3 hours,
yeah,
you ended up in some family fucking rec room.
And at that point, like I'm playing with the puppy, I'm loving it, and then I'm like, oh fuck, where's Lawrence? Where am I? First of all, I'm like, puppy, like fuck off, gotta go. And I pick up, I have my phone, I have everything. I open the sliding door, and it's on the floor level. Just open the sliding door, and I just like start walking, and I just leave this house, and I kind of hit a trail, and I like walk through the trail, like it's gonna come out on the other side, and it come out on the other side, and boom, Days In right there. I'm like, oh, fucking awesome, like great,
Lucky.
like we're here, I'm here. I'm calling Lawrence this whole time, and mind you, I'm still like in and out of completely wasted.
Yeah.
So I'm calling him, he's not picking up. It's like he's ringing, not picking up. And the Days In is like, I call them like the murder motel style, or like bad shit motels, where it's 2 floors. It's kind of like a horseshoe, and it's just 2 floors.
Oh yeah.
Those ones that you take like hookers or people to die to.
Yep.
Whatever, I can't remember, like, but it was that style. So and there's an elevator for 1 floor. And I'm calling Lawrence. It's like 6:15 now, and I'm like ring the elevator. Call him. He doesn't pick up. Shit. The door's open, and Lawrence is sleeping in the elevator. This guy's like 6'3", and he's like curled up. Like if you picture, it's a pretty big elevator, and he's like curled up on the side. He's curled up like this, like just feet over his throat, sleeping. Might as well have his thumb in his mouth. He looked adorable, and I'm like, Lawrence,
He's
no!
in the elevator, bro.
Yeah, and he's sleeping in the elevator. I'm like, Lawrence, buddy, what happened? And he's like,
Oh
he's
my
so fucked up.
god.
And he woke up though, but like I kind of picked him up, so I don't weigh much, and I'm about 5'10", and this guy's like 6'3", fucking just built, and I have a wounded soccer player, or wounded soldier, or something, like carry him to the room, like throw him on his bed. He's like just instantly out. And then I look at my face and I'm scratching, like I have like skinned off of my face, like up here and on my nose. And I look at it and it's like this bloody up here. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna go sleep this off for like 4 hours, whatever. And everything's gonna be better tomorrow. So I just hit the bed, sleep. It was not better tomorrow. Like, I don't know if you ever skinned yourself. It looks not bad for like 12 hours, and then it turns into straight scabs. And I was just like, did the rest of the tour with like this badass scrape.
And you have no idea what would have caused
So
that.
I have a prediction. I assume we both got blackout drunk, obviously, and we left. We must have got back together because Lawrence said he remembered he puked right outside of our hotel, and then he laid down. And he said he remembers being like, I'm just going to take a nap right here. And the guy came out. He's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, just go to your room. It's right up there.
You're on your way to the room.
Yeah. He's like, you can't sleep here. He yelled at us, apparently. That's what Lawrence said. And then Lawrence said he forgot. He doesn't remember. So what I think happened is either the guy came out and I like ran and jumped the fence and biffed it so hard, like hit my face on the other side of the fence or something. I don't know, on the ground. And this is where I'm like, what the fuck? Either I broke into someone's house, like just used their sliding door, and like got on their couch and pulled the you know what I mean? Like that's an option. That's entirely an option. But I don't see that. I see myself like passing out on someone's lawn or something. But mind you, it's like would have been 3:30 in the morning or something, right? Like you probably would have.
Yeah,
left.
they would have had to have found you and brought you in the house at a pretty ridiculous time.
Brought me in and like because at that point my face would have been bleeding, I guess. Too.
Right.
It wasn't like bad, but it was just enough to be like, you don't look good. Like, are you okay, sir? And yeah, so I don't know. The funny thing is we went through Kelowna, I want to say like it might have been the next year even, or later that season, because it only happens in the summer, because you can only do it when it's nice out. Outdoor movies. So me and another guy, a different guy, tried to like retrace my steps. We had a day off in Kelowna. We're just like, he's so into it. He's like a young dude. He's like, which building was it? Like, which house was it? Where were you? I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I was in and out of blackout. I remember playing with a puppy, opening a sliding door, and finding the Days In. So like by a couple minute walk. So we like walked around.
So crazy.
And I saw I saw the fence that I would have jumped over too, I guess. And it's just like a big concrete fence and then another fence on top. Like, I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Imagine if you did just walk into that house and lay on that couch.
That's what I would like to believe. I hope. The one thing I think I might have fucked up at.
What if you hadn't woke up at 6 a.m.? What if this poor family comes out and sees this fucking psycho sleeping on their couch?
Sleeping on their couch with a busted face, like just pulled up with the blanket.
Yeah, smelling like booze.
I regret. I think I left. Like I probably left the door open. I don't know. So I was so out of it. I'm like, I hope we didn't run out.
Oh yeah, let's hope you didn't freeze.
But that's just like a what if. I've thought about this story many times. I've always been like, what could have
That's happened? A crazy one, man. That's really a crazy one.
And I was just
so many possible scenarios there, right? Like how you could have possibly ended up there. But you got to think, if you would have passed out on the lawn or something, they would have had to have been up pretty early to discover you there and get you in the house
up late
by 6 a.m. or up late, I guess.
Yeah. I woke up at 6, and I during the 3 hours this could have happened right when we got home, so like 3:10 or something.
Man. Well, they were nice people.
Either there's really good Samaritans, or I'm a fucking criminal.
Yeah. Instead of
I didn't harm anybody. I might have bled on their couch, which would be shitty, but
yeah, no, you're not a violent criminal.
How long until like you're not guilty? Something like, what if someone sees this?
Yeah, is there a statue? Yeah, that got blood on my couch. Now I know who to get tested.
Let's just say this happened in 2001.
Yeah, it was 2001, and you're currently 40.
Yeah. And my name's Funker S. Thompson.
And your name's Funker. Yeah, I'm not putting PK.
Well, listen, that's actually Funker S. Thompson came from Thailand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was always looking for someone else. Like that was kind of my name before, and then I have like the blackout alias. We call him Funker S. Thompson.
Yeah, okay.
Like from Thailand, when I just went buck a bunch and like blacked out a bunch and had a great time. Like that, the old guy died there. Funker S. Thompson was born in Thailand. So like I've never met him, but he comes out many times at festivals and certain times, I guess, on the job in Kelowna.
Yeah, apparently. That's a fucking wild one, man. That's a that must have been a pretty cool job, though.
Oh, it was wicked, man. I love it.
Well, I knew about it because Youngin did that for a bit too.
I did that 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been the year after or before. I don't know. I did it for like 6 years, 6 seasons.
That's fucking dope. And it's just for the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was great, man. You get to tour I've been to every fucking shit town in BC.
Yeah, and there's a lot of really cool shit towns in BC, man.
I don't mean shit town isn't a bad thing. Like
just like random towns.
Gas station towns, some of them. You go to like main spots, obviously, but some of them you're like this place is just a subway, a gas station, and a soccer field.
Yeah.
And then you have the craziest. Like I got mad stories from that too. Like I can't remember if it was Big White or one of the mountain resorts. Excuse me. And like they were opening for the summer for the first time. And we went there 2 days before the open. So it's just people who live on like the base of the mountain, which is just like a small town with a big resort, and then the mountain side.
Right.
And so it's like the mayor of the town, because she owns all the businesses there, and everyone who like worked there to get the place open, with like bare bones crew, like maybe 50 people, maybe. And me and the guy is actually on that same tour. Me and that guy, Lawrence, stayed at a huge hotel, and we were the only people. We had the door, like the keys to the front door. Like
wow.
They gave us the keys to the front door of this massive old building at the base of the mountain. And it was
like The Shining.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could we actually rolled through the whole hotel, like looking around at shit, smoked a little bit of weed. I was a bad influence in that trip. I was like, yo, Lawrence, I'm gonna smoke this, and then let's go look for the games room. And be like,
you got this poor motherfucker.
We found the games room, and it was awesome. They had pool tables and everything, and then they had a closet where all the shit was kept for the pool tables, and we couldn't get into that. And just like, fuck, like we have all these tables of cool shit, foosball and everything, but we're like, no balls, no sticks, no balls.
Oh my god.
So that we just kept walking. It was creepy as fuck. It was fun though.
Yeah, this is a little bit creepy.
But then we after we did the show, we got there a day early, and then we did the show the next day, the movie, and then the mayor of the the parents were all drinking, like just hitting fucking bottles, like sitting on the slopes. It was an awesome venue. and it was a kids movie. It was like Lego movie or some shit. And then like all the kids go to bed, like we pack up. And they're like, "Hey, you want to come drink at the bar with us?" It's like 12 or something. 1 in the morning. We like drink for 3 hours with the mayor, a bartender.
Was it about the mountains that everybody's always getting fucked up all the time?
Yeah, but like this one's like it was crazy because they were about to open for all the public, and then that whole place is filled up. It's like, but they would just had bare bones people and just like the business owners there, and like the mayor drank with us, and like
Oh shit! So they were just kind of
she was all
enjoying
drunk.
it.
She's like, boys, you guys did so good. Here's 2 free passes to the top of the mountain. Like, you guys can wake up at 7 in the morning. You guys can go to the top of the mountain.
Oh yeah, we'll be
on
there.
The gondola, right? And then you can come back down and go. And we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, we're gonna do that. We're totally gonna do that. And we sleep in like a motherfucker because we didn't go to bed till 5. We have to drive to New City and like check in again. And so like we wake up in the morning, like we're not going to the top of the mountain. Like fuck these tickets. Like,
yeah,
it was so good. Like it was straight up The Shining, and then drinking with them. And I think it was Big White. I gotta figure that out.
Well, Big White's pretty legendary. A lot of people talked about it while I was out west. I never went to Kelowna, but it was definitely something that a lot of people wanted to go see for sure.
Desert towns.
Yeah, there's so many. Just driving through from where I was, which is like right on the Alberta border of BC.
Yeah.
And driving from there to Vancouver and stopping at little towns all in between. It's just like a gorgeous experience, man.
Yeah, whichever way you take to, like.
Yeah, there's no wrong way. Yeah, it's like
here, like down south on the Crow's Nest, I think it is, where you got like a Soyuz and all that shit. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. BC is
like
absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, man.
Gorgeous.
Daddy,
gorgeous.
So I've been to Edmonton once.
Yeah, when are you coming out again? Let's do this.
Oh, fuck. I guess when it's safe, bro.
Yeah. I was just super happy and I forgot that we're in a pandemic right now. Fuck, man. You stopped all over my dreams.
I saw Jay-Z in Edmonton. Very random.
Nice.
Super cool.
Which tour? When was that?
Fuck, it would have been right before I saw you, man. Late 2017. December 2017.
I saw that tour, but in Vancouver.
Yeah, it was super random. I happened to
Did he open up in like a box? Like a box open up?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, that was good.
Dude, he was really impressive, man.
Yeah.
He was really fucking impressive. I gained new respect for him after that because, like, he's pretty old at that point, or at this point.
Yeah, he still got it.
Oh my God, he fucking performed for an arena like it was nothing, bro. Like it was a cipher on the corner, man. Just sounded like a natural.
Just walking around on this box that unfolded into his stage and just walking around bossing around the place.
Yeah, I realized that after that I was like, I know why people call him the greatest of all time, because I don't think I've seen a lot. I'm sure you have too. I've seen a lot of rap shows.
Yeah.
He was one of the most just natural,
like the most professional.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hitting every word and not sounding off.
He was never fucking hyper. Because
he doesn't like scream.
Shows almost.
Yeah,
great. I love that energy. But this is just like, I'm gonna do every banger that you like. And here's my new. I think it was the 444 album or whatever.
Yeah, it was around that time. Yeah.
And he's just like, here's fucking Hard Knock Life. Here's every banger, just perfectly done. And just right there he is.
Oh, actually, fucking, I have it as my weed scraping card. There it is, right there, covered in crystals. They were giving these things out. They're giving out title things. Yeah, no, just I was like, that's why he's called the greatest, because and again, he's performing for an arena full of people and just cool as a goddamn cucumber, man.
I used to do like setting up for arena. I only did it like 5 times, I want to say, like GM Play or Rogers Arena in Vancouver. I went and called it GM Place there, which is what it was called.
Right.
But Rogers Arena, like I was setting up for, I think we set up for like Muse and Justin Bieber and shit. And like the just semi trucks of shit, they come to build their own their own stage for the whole, like they just keep going on each city and they set up this stage. Kind of like my other job, but I didn't go to each city. I was just setting up, like just a dude there to help out. That was a pretty sick job, actually.
Yeah, well, fuck, man, you get a little bit of know-how in the
So
in the
like when I
audio
saw-
visual world. There's a lot of
I'm-
dope shit.
I'm stoned now, and I was like, "What were we going with that?" But yeah, when I saw Jay-Z stage, I'm like, "Fuck!" The people that put this together, like, I kind of know what goes into it now. They work all day and just set it up. It's nuts.
Yeah,
I
no,
miss concerts, man. I fucking miss concerts.
I know. That's one of the main things, man. Summer coming up. Like one of the most exciting things about that is all the fucking concerts.
Yeah, it's tragic.
It's super
Tragic
tragic,
that the
man.
festivals aren't happening.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It really
But
sucks.
you know, it's worth it. I don't
Yeah.
know what people believe in, but I believe that there's definitely a virus out there, and this
Yeah.
is a case of action to try to stop it.
I would agree with that. Yes, there is a virus out there, regardless what you believe about it.
Yeah.
This shit's real. You know, let's
Don't be
fucking
big.
let's not get in giant groups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just hope it can happen sooner than later. Because the problem is when all this does come back, it's gonna be fucking ragers, bro.
Oh.
Because people got it all
As soon
pent
as
up.
it's good, it's gonna be hugs and just parties.
Yeah, and
Not
then
even
there's gonna be
parties,
a
but just sessions where you just meet up with people. I guess those are called parties.
yeah mini parties, and then there's
Oh,
gonna be fucking more outbreaks, and yeah, it is what it is. I think the time between the first and second outbreak is going to be the most lit time ever. It's going to be a great time to be alive. And once that
yeah,
second
like
outbreak
that, and
hits,
we're
it's
all
going
gonna
to
hate
suck.
it after, and then I think the very end, when all is well, that will be like we have lost some people, but we have made it finally.
Yeah.
All the zombies in the world are gone. We're good now.
Yeah, I think that would be the ultimate.
I got a good story because this is Trips Balls, right?
All right.
I don't know if I've ever told you this because I think this happened 2 years ago, like on my first year out here, or if not this, like maybe it happened that summer. I just didn't tell you it. But we were at a festival. Can't remember which one it was. I think it was Rainbow Fiddle, somewhere outside of Edmonton. And we got the big red trailer. Like Daryl has a big red trailer with his truck, and that's where we sleep. But he sleeps in there with Sydney now, his girlfriend, his fiance, actually.
Hey, congratulations, Daryl.
And so I have he has a hunting tent, which is like a one cot with like a little tent over it. And I would stay up for like 2 days at a time at festivals. So I'm like, I don't need, like, I'll crash in the trailer in the day if I need to, but give me this little tent because I like to be isolated if I want to go to sleep. Like, just give me this little fucking hunting tent.
Right.
So I can just go there and just like crash for a couple hours or whatever, or fucking 14 hours as it is. This is another acid story. And this is the only time, or one of the only times, like out of body experience, you know, on psychedelics at least. And so I was going to sleep, and picture like the trailer is here and I'm right next to the trailer, and then there's tents like kind of right next to us, around us. There's a tent here of two girls that I know from Saskatchewan, I'm pretty sure, camped right next to us, and there's like other tents right close. So I go to sleep, I think, and I kind of can't, I'm like tripping balls. And then I find I go, like when I close my eyes, I go into the ground, and I can like travel through the ground to the bottom of a tent that's close to me.
Whoa.
And I'm looking up through the ground. So I'm looking through like kind of grass and dirt, and then through the bottom of their tent. And I can see the silhouettes of the people. And
Whoa.
I can hear them talking, because like from where I was sleeping, you can actually hear the conversations of the people in the tents.
Okay.
Like pretty easily. But for me, I actually traveled underground, looked up through the bottom of the tent while they were talking. And then like in like that conversation, like went back to like a mole, like went back under and looked under another tent. I got to the girls' tent that was right like closest to me. And they know me. I don't think they were on acid too. I was just like, I got to take like a quick acid nap. I just went to sleep.
Yeah.
So I go under and I hear them talking, and they're like, "Where'd PK go?" Like, I think he's in his tent. right? So I hear them saying that from underneath them.
Holy
And they
fuck.
and I hear them leave and walk over to where but I'm still under their tent, like looking up, and their tent's not
Dude.
and I hear them walk like over to me, and as soon as they zip my tent, I like shoot back from under the ground and like jump out of my little fucking tent. I'm like, holy shit, you guys. You don't even know what just
Whoa.
happened. And yeah, they just went on with a great acid night. But that was like,
Did you tell them? Did you tell
Oh
them?
yeah, right away. I'm like, listen, I could hear it, like, but you could hear like from where I was, but
Right.
not,
So, but
not
still.
and I told them, they're like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Good for you. They're like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's fucking sick, dude. I can't say I've ever had that fucking lucid of an out of body experience like that.
No, never. I've had
That's
some
fucking
trip outs in that
intense.
little tent, actually. Another one was a great, like, ketamine and acid were involved, and I was just flowing through like tarp space. So it's just
Tarp space.
like it's like this close to your face, right? The top of the tent, because it's just
Right.
a little tent over it. And I don't know, the way like the lights are hitting it. There's lasers out there, but it's just like I'm just flowing through never-ending tarp space like this and having a great time.
Because that's all that's in your field of vision.
There's like drum and bass happening, and I'm just flowing through. I think I was sleeping, but I don't think I was. I don't know. It's having a great time.
God damn, man.
Yeah. That was a good Trips Ball story.
That was an excellent Trips Ball story. I fucking think we can pretty much wrap her up on that note, man.
Yeah.
What
Thank you for having me, man. This
of
is
course,
fun.
brother, man. Thank you for coming on. It's fantastic. And thank you
I
for
hope I
telling
delivered as a good storyteller.
thank you for telling those
Weird to
fucking
do
stories, bro.
Through just this camera. You got to get into it with people around you, but you know, we all work together. One day that can still happen.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Everybody do your goddamn part so that we could tell stories around the campfire and we don't have to do it over Zoom all the time. But nevertheless, much appreciated, bro, for coming on and telling a few ball tripping stories. You know, people love to hear them and I love to hear them. And yeah, man. So where can people find your music, man? Where can people find the Muthafunkers?
The Muthafunkers, Muthafunkers. The Muthafunkers on Spotify, iTunes, all that. We got 2 albums out. You know what? We haven't been working on enough music during this break because I was isolating and Daryl just started working again. But we're getting back into each other's bubble, if you will, and working on some new shit. We got a Leftovers album that's kind of just like we throw songs on a YouTube channel. It's on SoundCloud as well. So that's just kind of our newest shit that's coming out. Check that out on SoundCloud or YouTube, actually. They're not videos, but they're title videos.
Hey, that's what's up. The Muthafunkers, man. Check them out everywhere that music is found. PK, you're my brother, bro. I love you to death, man. You already know. It's always a pleasure every time. And, you know, as soon as I get a chance to get out there, I'm going to holla at you, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Big love, bro.
Daryl will hook you up. We'll have a good time.
Hey, appreciate it, man. You have a good one, man. Stay safe.
No, you too, man. Much love.
One love.
Peace.
To take a plane to another plane, to another plane, to another plane, bumping Baka not nice while I'm trapping in the rain.